This is Chicago. Doors open on the left at Chicago.
Welcome to Chicago. Welcome to Chicago. Welcome to Chicago.
This is Chicago. Doors open on the left at Chicago.
Welcome to Chicago.
Welcome to Chicago. You're tuned into the TCSF podcast with Big Z, coming straight for you from the 606 Media Studios, powered by True Chicago Sports Fans. This is episode 309. I don't even know. I don't keep track of the numbers anymore. But we're fired up to keep you in tune with everything that makes Chicago great, our Chicago sports teams. Remember, 606 Media is your ultimate source for all things Chicago. Don't forget to swing by 606media.com to snag your official TCSF podcast t-shirt, your exclusive For the Love of Sports merchandise line. Show off your Chicago pride with all the stuff we got going on there. We also have No Water on the Weekend merch on there as well. So go ahead and check that out for your summer gear. If you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, X, smash and subscribe. It helps us out. I got a little counter now. I don't know if you guys can see it right there. It keeps track of how many subscribers we got. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Be a supporter. It doesn't cost you anything. But if you do want to spend some coin, go ahead and go over to 606media.com and snag your official gear from us. While you're here, subscribe to the rest of 606 Media family and Podscape with myself. We deep dive into fascinating life stories with engaging discussions, insightful interviews, and plenty of humor. I have went to a comedy show this past weekend, and definitely got some new victims for the Impossicated, and we'll get those scheduled out, and I'll keep you guys in tune with that. But while you're there, go ahead and enjoy the rest of the older episodes, and we'll get you some new ones very, very soon. No Water on the Weekend with Stevie B just concluded about an hour ago. I jumped on there with Stevie B, and we talked about movies and food that's coming up, and pretty cool episode. Go ahead and it's a short one. Go ahead and crank that out after you're done listening or watching us. So let's strap it in, get ready for an unforgettable ride through the best of Chicago sports and culture and beyond. And we're going to bring in Stevie B right now. Before I even get started, I got to get the new layout out for it. There we go. And we'll add him to the stage, and then I got to edit this because.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Look at this.
Man. Yeah. There we go.
It's really nice. Really nice.
Yeah, I've been putting in some work. So looks like we're professional here.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah.
Looks fantastic. I love it. Chris Chelios, you got Walter, you got Mike, you got gentleman legend passed away. Sandberg.
Yeah, Sandberg's on there. It should be. It should be Frank Thomas, but I think it's Flip.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Sorry. Took a shower really quick because hopped on right after a run. So I want to put on my jersey. Right.
There you go. Your where's Waldo jersey? I got my jersey. I got my jersey.
You're the second person that said that, and I'm like, okay, I get it.
It's a flag. I know. I get it, but it looks like where's Waldo? It's hey. I am glad you have patriotism right there. Yeah, I'm wearing my Messi jersey because he scored 2 goals, and I wish I would put the parlay for him to score 2 goals and Mbappe to score 2 goals because that would have won me some money. But I was doing some other stuff.
Yeah, you were.
That's all right. I made $10 today. It's all more than I'm excited about that. I take them little bitty wins.
Absolutely.
Wins,
every little win counts.
It does. It stacks up the bank. Well, fans, let's get ready. We're going to talk about Chicago's future and pressure that's going on with the Chicago Bulls. The Bulls hold 2 top 15 picks in a loaded NBA draft, including the number 4 pick. And this could be the night that finally sets a real direction for the franchise. Then we hit the diamond. After the Bulls will hit the diamond with the Cubs, and who are trying to turn the momentum around, especially once the month changed. It looks like they were able to get their stuff together. And then we'll talk about the White Sox struggles on the road, and are they going to be legit or just dangerous at home? So let's start off with our Chicago Bulls, the draft breakdown, what we should do at 4 and at 15. Again, we have 2 picks in the top 15, making them the only team with 2 selections. the draft profile says the new front office has picks, cap space, but we still need perimeter shooting. We need front court help. We need to fill out the rosters. A lot of needs for the Chicago Bulls, even though they have Giddy and Matas and some other role players. But for me, I'm gonna go through the top 15, my mock draft board. And at number 1, the Wizards are going to be drafting AJ DeBansta from BYU. He's a wing, a league scoring wing with star tools. He has the best upside in the class. That's why he will be going number 1. With the second pick, the Jazz, who knows what they're gonna do? Who knows what they're gonna do?
I know Peterson is supposedly their pick, but I don't know how accurate that can be. Right? It could change.
And that's why I have Darren Peterson from Kansas, a guard, a combo guard, three level scorer, can create. He's a league creator. But again, you got Carlos Boozer, who works as a scout for the Jazz. Are they going to draft his son? And that'll kind of throw a wrench in the whole draft. They don't know. Nobody knows what they're going to do. But if they do, you can see Peterson maybe at 3, maybe at 4. If Cam drops to 4, I would say, yeah, you go get him, because Cameron Boozer, which if he drops to 4, he gets past the Grizzlies. He's a forward big. He's strong. He's polished. He has a high IQ front court piece, star level. He's a generational kid. Second generation kid. So the basketball acumen is there, and it would be pretty cool if we got Boozer. But at 4, without any trades, if it just goes straight down without any hiccups, I expect the Bulls to be drafting Caleb Wilson. So we have 2 Calebs in town, which would be phenomenal.
Yeah. The 2 C's.
The 2 C's. He's a forward. He's long. He's athletic. He's versatile. He's kind of like the best fit for the top 3 of the top 3. Like, he fits what we need to do. Everybody's mock draft. But here's the thing. He only worked out for the Bulls. He hasn't worked out for anybody else. So he's expecting to come here. I know Modest had put out a tweet and Caleb liked it. Again, anything can happen. I feel like there's going to be some trades. Obviously, there's going to be some major trades. I think Giannis gets traded tomorrow at some point in the draft. I really do think that's going to happen, either before or after. Before, during, or after. I don't know.
I would want to say before.
There might be a trade in place already, and we haven't heard about it. So that's a lot. But again, Caleb Wilson from North Carolina, another North Carolina kid, that'd be great. A forward to go along with Giddy, who is kind of like a guard forward, and then Matas, who's also kind of a guard forward. So you're going to have a lot of those guys that have multiple skills at guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward. Again, we still don't have any front court presence. We don't have a point guard, a true point guard on our team yet. So I think that those are going to be some necessary picks. So expect that. That's my pick. I think everyone's consensus pick, and I just didn't, pick him because of that. I just feel like if Boozer doesn't drop to us, then it has to be Wilson. There's another couple players I would love, but it would take a lot for the Bulls to move up. Keaton Wagler from Illinois. He had a great NCAA tournament. He is a guard, wing, big time shot maker. He's super young. That's the only problem. He can play on and off the ball. I got to see a lot of him during the tournament. He's gonna end up going to the Clippers via Indiana. Did you watch the tournament, NCAA?
Some of it for the Fighting Illini, but that's pretty much it. When it comes to basketball rookies and stuff like that, I don't know much. I don't follow them the whole time. I know JC does. So I just see highlights and what people talk about and who they're talking about, or what Chicago talks about.
Well, he had a really good coming out during the tournament.
He is also the one that they would always pan to his father, right? That's the gentleman.
Yeah.
Is there a reason why? Is his father someone?
Hey, you got me beat on that one.
I honestly I don't know. I'm asking this question because they would always pan to him. So I was just like, Daddy wasn't there, but he was there. So
he played in college. I know that. Yeah. That's about it. Yeah.
Was he? Yeah. So I don't know. That was my only take because
it wasn't. It wasn't that much. It was just that he played in college. Yeah. So again, I think he would be a great piece if the Bulls could move up, and we'll talk about movement later on. But moving on to pick number 6, it's going to be the Nets. Mike Brown Jr. out of Louisville, lead guard, quick skilled, can run the offense, size, defense are questions for him. So again, I'm not a Nets fan. I don't know their roster inside and out. The Nets right now, in my opinion, kind of a joke. Another organization that's a joke is the Kings, having all that talent, not being able to do anything. Oh, we got a comment in here.
Totally.
Thank you, JC. Yeah, it's Walt.
If he would have came in on Noah on the weekend, I called him a millionaire because he's spending money. He's never home. He's always out on the boat, on the lake house, so spending money. Rich money.
JC, that was good for a good laugh. Another disheartening organization, the Kings, are going to have draft Darius Cuff Jr. from Arkansas, a guard. He's an aggressive scoring guard, very microwave offense. He can score very quickly in bunches with starter upside, so he'll probably need some seasoning. Let's see. Number 8, you got the Hawks via New Orleans. They'll be drafting Kingston Flemings out of Houston. Great guard, point guard, speed guard, paint pressure, playmaking upside. I think that's going to work great for the Hawks, who are kind of retooling their team after they traded some players this past season. Let's see. Number 9, you got the Mavericks. Wow. JC's throwing stones at
that's fine. I'm not arguing with him. Yeah, I just figured out how to do it. So yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Jesus. Braden Burry's a guard. He's a physical guard who can create an offense by himself. The Mavericks are loaded, so he's going to be a developmental piece for them because they have Kyrie Irving and some other players on that team that can pretty much do the guard work. So number 10, the Bucks. This might change because if they're trading Giannis, they might move some of these picks as well to move up in the drafts. Nate Ament, if there's no trades, he's a forward. He's tall, he's skilled, upside swing for a team needing youth, and it looks like the Bucks will be hitting the restart button on their organization. At number 11, you got the Warriors. Ade Mara from Michigan. He's a center. He's huge. He has good touch on his shot. Good rim protector. Good high level roll big. So someone you can run your offense through pick and rolls and stuff like that. And he can also play pretty good defense. So definitely a guy to look out for the Warriors. The Thunder pick at 12 at Yaxiel Landenberg. He's a forward from Michigan. So 2 Michigan guys going back to back. He's older, strong, productive, NBA ready. I'm sorry. He helped lead Michigan to a national title. Again, some of these older guys, I think, do it right by getting all the seasoning in college. And I understand some of these kids do need, get the financial.
Mm-hmm.
They get the financial support once they go into the NBA, right? Not all these guys are getting NIL money. That's life changing. So, the Heat. This is again, you've got the Heat and some other teams linked to Giannis. They have pick 13. So without the trade, they'll be likely to pick Kareem Lopez, New Zealand Breakers. So the first overseas pick. He's an international forward with great passing, good post skill, and has pretty much all the tools of a seasoned guy. Just those guys that come over from overseas, they've been playing since they were like 12 on the national teams. So by the time they get to like 16, they've been playing with men for a while. So Definitely again, and the Heat with Pat Riley. Do not doubt Pat Riley and how he drafts and what he does. So definitely would be something to see what they do with Kareem Lopez. At 14, Morez Johnson Jr., a forward center, tough physical two-way front court piece. Jumper needs some seasoning, needs some work there, but he's a forward center for the Hornets, who have Kobe White and Alonzo Ball or LaMelo Ball, and they got some pieces over there, and they're building. That the Hornets will be some teams to reckon with. All right, so look out for the Hornets this upcoming season. At 15, there's possibilities, right? This pick is 15 via Portland from a trade from years ago, and there's some options here. Hannes Steinbeck, there's LeBaron Philin Jr., and then if Yaxel falls, Yaxel Luxembourg from Michigan, if he falls, then expect one of those three to be. Those are my three guys for the 15, unless the Bulls move up, and that's something we don't know, right? If the Bulls are gonna move up, so the Bulls should take one of the best available. If he's a shooter, a connector, or a defensive front court piece, somebody that can step in and get big minutes, because Patrick Williams is not it.
No,
that's your boy, Patrick Williams, man.
That's JC. That's JC's buddy. Yeah, I mean, honestly, with this draft, with this new leadership, with the new coach, I'm positive thinking for them. I want them to be successful. I want the Bulls to be back like how we remember when Derrick Rose was drafted and everything like that came into fruition. And I kind of want Bulls basketball to be back. Honestly, I want us to be relevant. The United Center has not been great the last couple of years, and if not more, for the Bulls and the Blackhawks. I mean, you had
with the Blackhawks, we know what they're doing. They're in a rebuilding stage, and I think this is the year where they start making that jump.
I kind of hope so. Yeah.
Well, the Bulls have been stuck in the middle and stuck in mud
for 6 years.
They've been drafting the same kind of players that are projects, just like JC's talking about, upside athletes. Yeah, they're athletic, they can do this, but they can't really grasp the offense. What's going on, Michael? The Bulls have been stuck in the mud for the last 6 years, and that past regime didn't know what to do. As you've seen, when they did their fire sale, all they did was get number 2 picks, second round picks for all this. So we have like 9.
Get one.
Again, the Bulls have all these picks, so they might be able to package all these guys.
I mean, I think the idea is like they kind of end up like the Oklahoma City Thunder. So if we kind of get that kind of aspect of it and move the ball rolling on that, but who knows? Every draft pick is like a gamble because you know what you're getting, but there's injuries. There could be also things. Many variables could happen, but you know what? It is what it is. As long as we know where we're going, at least we have an idea and a start and a finish where we want to go. But, you got to move the pieces across the board a little bit. You can't just stick in one spot and think you're going to have a different outcome. That's insanity. We had insanity for 6 years.
Well, if you've been a Bulls fan, you know it's all about insanity in the middle. So, again, the Bulls draft board at number 4. Caleb Wilson is the best realistic pick. Length, switchability, transitioning, finishing, defensive upside, offensive versatility. His weaknesses: consistency, half court creation, and shooting polish. That's for every rookie.
Yeah, I think it's a slow start. I mean, you figure it out. You get, a couple of games or a week or a month or 2 months, then you finally figure it out. I mean, Michael's right. Billy was a great coach for college.
If you've been watching this show, I've been saying there's nothing wrong with Billy. I just feel like Billy can't handle the big time players.
No,
and that's what ended up happening when he had Levine and DeMar and everybody else on the team. I felt like they were like, screw you, we're gonna run our own thing. We're not gonna worry about what you're saying. And then you had Io telling Io don't shoot in the mid range when that's his game, and you saw what he did in the Western Conference Finals. So, Mike, definitely Boozer and Wagler. That'd be great, but I don't see Wagler dropping that far down. So if Boozer falls down, you take him. If not, you're getting Wilson at the 4 pick. If you trade down, Mikael Brown Jr. would be a good um, piece to have. He's a lead guard. He can handle. He has pretty good pace. He has shot creation. The only thing is that his size and his defense are something that's questionable. So that is the problem.
Yeah.
Mike, I don't think the Bulls move up. I really don't. Because you would have to give up a first round pick later on. So that might be something that they don't want to do, especially with a new regime, new GM, new president of operations, and new coach. You don't want to start mortgaging the future already. I think with 2 picks in the top 15, what you want to do is secure really good players to build with, along with your second year player in Modest, and then your veteran in Giddy. We got a comment here. Agree with the special guest today on a 2 to 3 year rebuild. Let the young guns play and keep playing at the bottom. Eventually, bring up a free agent chance to compete. Again, we're going to see.
I mean, you know what this season is going to remind me of is when the Bulls got John Salmons. We drafted Jerick Rose, and we went to playoffs as what, the 8th seed, right? Mm-hmm. At the bottom of the barrel. We got in. I think we played. Who did we play the first round? Boston, right?
Boston.
And but just winning those games after we got all those, and then Tyson, John Salmons. We got all these guys from the Bobcats too, and it was just cool to see, them come and make the 8th seed. And I feel like maybe we'll kind of get this magic. I'm not saying we're going to get to the 8th seed. I'm saying it'd be nice to see a little bit of a fight. Get a couple underdog wins here and there. Of course, it's always fun at the United Center. It always is. But let's see a winning team build some more fun and give the fans a little bit more what we want to see, or wins. A little progression, a little momentum.
You know what? I mean, I do remember those trades, but there was a lot of guys that were like 6th and 7th man on 5, 6, 7 man on the rosters. And they came here and they were given an opportunity to play and play freely. So that was a shot in the arm, and that's where they were able to do that. What you're looking at now is kind of a retool. I don't see this as a rebuild, because if you look at the Bulls roster, pull that up for you right now. Bulls roster
should have these ready to go on the board.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to prep because I was on someone else's show. You have Colin Sexton. You've got Josh Giddey, Mac McClung. Do not expect him to be with the team. Yuki probably, the 12th man on the team. Rob Dillingham is going to be a good piece. Leonard Mitter can be a good piece. Zach Collins is going to be a role player. Nick Richards, if he comes back. Obviously, we got Buzelis. Noah Nsonge is going to be the wild card here. That is going to be the wild card into what they're going to do going forward. Is he going to be... So supposedly he went from 6'8" to 6'11", so he's gonna be playing that power forward / center. Jalen Smith, again, he's a role player, but he was pushed into the starting lineup. Trey Jones, I really like his grit. I like the way he handles the ball. I like the way the offense flows with him. So I would see him starting. Isaac Okoro, another young piece I found a different home with Chicago during that trade for Lonzo Ball. And then Olbrich, another guy there. Noah's 200 pounds. He's got to get bigger. I mean, if I look up what they have him, they got him at 194. If he got to 6'11" and he's been off this entire time, I hope he's been in the gym. I hope he's been in the gym and just cranking it out. Let's bring in the third piece of this trio in Ivan Vargas from the Tape Never Lies Network. Let me get this here, and then I'll do the adjustment as well. Oh, I don't know how that's going to work now, but we can just do this.
Looks so nice.
What up?
What's going on, Ivan? So I know you're just dropping in, but we just talked about the draft board and the Bulls getting Caleb Wilson. If there's no trades in the draft at number 4, which is going to be the best realistic pick. If Boozer drops down to pick number 4, obviously take Kyron Boozer.
I don't think it's obvious.
No, well, I'm just saying, what do you mean? That Caleb Wilson is the obvious pick?
I go Caleb Wilson, or I go what's the point guard's name? What? Jeez.
Hold on.
Man, I can't.
I
don't know
got you.
why
I
it's
got you. I
leaving
got
me. Koyo, right?
No.
A cuff. Thank you, Mike. A cuff. I don't know why
Yeah.
it fucking slipped me. No, I'd go with Wilson, or I'd go with A cuff.
You got Darius Acuff is projected at 7.
Yeah,
so again,
which means you got to make some moves.
Yeah. So again, you can use those 20-something second round draft picks, and then and you want to package that 15 with it to move up to 7. I'm fine with that.
I'm thinking you're packaging a player as well.
Patrick Williams. See you later.
Yeah, right.
See you later. Definitely don't want to. Again, I don't. Who are you going to package? Is it going to be Trey Jones? Is it going to be Rob Dillingham, Colin Sexton?
You got a lot of guards to you got guards to move.
You do have a lot of guards to move. I mean, it's not going to be McClung or Yuki, right? You're going to be moving. It's going to be the Colin Sexton, Rob Dillingham. Who's your other one? And yeah, it is Trey Jones. Those are your 3 guards right there that you can move.
And Josh Giddey.
I feel you give Josh Giddey 1 more year.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just looking at the most you could get in return. Is Josh Giddey going to be here for another year and then be gone and you get nothing for him? I hope this general manager is not like the last general manager.
No. He's under contract. He's under contract for a while. So I think he's got about 3 more years left with us.
Okay, so we're gonna say, let's say in those 3 years we're still rebuilding. He's got to go somewhere. You know what I mean? Like he's gonna have to go somewhere because he's valuable to a team that's ready to win now.
Right.
So,
I would say
what we need to
future picks.
You can still get a future pick if you're adding Josh Giddey. You can still get future picks. Like it just depends on what the trade is going to be. You go Giddey 14 and a 2 or something like that to move up.
Yeah, look at that. So Giddey signed a $124 million extension. Like someone's going to have to be able to take that money.
Somebody will take that money if they need the point guard. They will.
I just don't see them a new GM and a new president of operations trading an asset that big that quickly without seeing it for themselves in their own eyes.
Look, nobody on this team is unfucking touchable. Period.
No.
Nobody on this team. Look, you can like Giddey. He's a great player. He's solid. I could see Josh Giddey off this team on a contender, and the Bulls getting assets back for the future. That's what I could see. Because right now, holding on to Josh Giddey, okay, fine, you got a solid point guard. But at the same time, you're looking for more and more youth. You're looking for guys to develop. You're looking for the Thiago Splitter to be able to develop guys. Now, he didn't sign Giddey. He didn't draft most of these guys. What connection does the new general manager have?
None. But what I'm saying is like Giddey didn't. Yeah, it was an injury-plagued season last year, so I don't know what his stock is all across the league for him to be like. I mean, obviously he's worth at least a first, but I don't want any seconds back, right? If you're gonna give me a first in this draft, and I'll have 3 firsts in this draft, oh, you pull that trigger. But where in the first round, right?
Man, JC's got all these guys that aren't on our team yet.
What do you say? You don't see
there's a bunch of guys that aren't on the team. You know?
And I did talk to Ayo.
When do we get Ayo back?
I talked to Ayo 10 days ago, and I asked him, "Are you coming back?" He's like, "I'm working on it."
When we get Mara?
His words. He says, "I'm working on it."
I don't know, man.
And then you had Kendall Gill reported it maybe like 3-4 days ago that Ayo would love to come back, but the money is going to be the factor.
Yeah, because you saw what he could do. You saw what he could do unleashed. An unleashed Ayo was a scorer. He was a scorer at Illinois. He's a fucking scorer in the NBA if you fucking let him loose.
Yeah, well, that was Billy. what I've been telling you for
But
years.
Billy.
Billy was the restrictor plate right there. Oh, you can't shoot mid ranges.
Well,
No, you let Io do what Io does and play great defense. He's always on the number one guy, and he's able to score from the 3-point line, drive to the hole, or shoot mid range. He's an all around player that developed himself. It wasn't the Bulls that developed him; he developed himself. Reminds me a lot of Jimmy Butler, where he put in the work and he got the rewards for it by leaving Chicago.
Mm-hmm. Billy doesn't know what Ayo can do. He's sitting mid-court. Let him shoot. Billy doesn't know. Billy doesn't know. Billy doesn't know. Don't tell Billy. Don't tell Billy. Oh my God.
By the way, I found Waldo.
You found what?
I found Waldo.
Oh, you found Waldo? Yay. We're all wearing our soccer jerseys, bro. Where's your soccer jersey?
Yeah.
What soccer jersey?
We'll have to go to the White Sox game and get your White Sox soccer jersey.
A White Sox soccer jersey, right?
There you go. Traitor. What a traitor.
No.
How am I a traitor?
Ivan loves baseball.
I like baseball, buddy. All right, back to the Bulls.
Back to the Bulls. All right.
Back to the Bulls.
Possible trades. Let's see. If they move up to number 2 or 3, they would have to give up 4 and 15. Would you do that?
Why?
Again?
Why at this point? Why?
If you're trying to jump up and get that player that you wanted.
Stay at 4, pick 4. At 14, if you want to go ahead and move up, or 15, so if you want to move up, fine. 4, you stay and you pick. You don't have the luxury. You don't have the luxury to be fucking moving pieces to move up 1 or 2 fucking in the top 5. That's going to take an astronomical amount of fucking, in return. It's just not.
Would you trade down? Would you trade down from 4 to like number 6 or 9?
No. To be where we've always been, picking 7th. To be there?
9th.
Yeah. 7th, 8th, and 9th is going to be picked every year.
No. You trade that 15 with something else and move up to get back into the top 10. And then if you got the 4th and the 7th pick or the 6th pick, fine. But not from 4 to unless you're giving me a perennial all-star, go fuck yourself.
Let's see. Another scenario would be we stay at 4 and trade number 15 for a young veteran. An established guy that's, around the league, late 20s. Kind of like what the old Bulls used to do.
Oh, like the old Bulls. Oh, yeah, because that's what I want. I want the old Bulls. That's what I want, the old decision. Where's Garpax? Go get Jim Boylan. That's what I want, the old Bulls. No fucking way. No fucking way. There's no way.
Now, can we play hypothetical? If that did happen, would you completely disregard this organization and say
I would never pay attention to them again. Okay. They would have to get in. They would have to have an all-star fucking caliber team, like top to bottom, and they have to get to the finals for me to fucking give a shit if they do something like that. I'm sorry. I'm barely holding on now. I'm
not holding on.
Tomorrow's going to be interesting where we go live as the draft is going on. But yeah, I agree with JC. Go get that center from Michigan, if you can. So that's
like Mara.
Yeah,
I like him.
Yeah, Mara Day from the Warriors. Again, you have the number 15 pick, and you have a shitload of second rounders. Go ahead and do that. Go ahead and move those second rounders. And if you need to move one of those guards on your team, go ahead and do that because you're hitting a soft reset. And I feel like this organization is turning the page from sucking, right? I feel that getting people from outside the organization from top to bottom is going to help. We've seen what happened when we did that with the Bears, with the White Sox, with the Blackhawks, when we moved on from having these yes men and having actual winners from different organizations come in and let us develop players. Let us come in with fresh ideas and fresh aspects.
The problem isn't them letting us develop players. It's the fucking coaching staff and the organization developing them themselves. They have not. There's just no track record of guys develop. Like you said, you mentioned Jimmy Butler. right? Jimmy's put in the work on his own. Thank God Tibbs was there to push him. What happens to Jimmy? He leaves. Superstar, all-star, leading fucking team to the NBA Finals. You know, what happens to all these other guys? So he mentioned this shit. What happens to them? They get better when they leave the fucking Bulls organization because the Bulls organization doesn't know how to develop basketball players, period.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing with the Windy City Bulls either. Like, I don't know what they're there for or what the purpose.
That again, being that you have a new GM, new president of operations, that has to be revamped on how you look at the G League. And again, the thing is with the G League that they can pick players from any team to elevate them up somewhere else. That's kind of the issue, though. You can send your players down to like the Windy City Bulls, and they're your property, but you also have players on the Windy City Bulls that are property of other teams, and that's something that's weird on that aspect. So, not worried about the Windy City Bulls. I'm worried about the Chicago Bulls that play on Damon and Madison, and they need to make the correct pick, whether it's Boozer or Wilson with the number 4, and I need them to move up and be aggressive.
Go get Wilson.
Get Wilson.
I feel like Boozer needs a specific situation for him to thrive, and I don't think this is it. I don't think Cam Boozer, and this is just me, me riffing here because of what I've seeing what I've seen, and me knowing Duke players, and me knowing just how things work with certain players of his stature, right?
We'll just keep them off motorcycles. We'll just keep them away from motorcycles.
No, right. I understand that, but
I
don't think he's the leader.
Oh no. No.
I don't think he's the guy that to go ahead and be like, you know what? I'm going to put in this fucking work. I'm going to get better. I'm going to help this team. I'm going to lead this team through thick and thin. I think if it gets rough, Cam Boozer will fade. That's just me. I could be absolutely wrong, but that's how I see Cam Boozer. I would not want to draft Cam Boozer. Let him go to Utah with his dad. Let him be there. It'll benefit him in the long run, I feel.
I really think Boozer does go to the Jazz, and then Peterson.
Best Duke player of all time, Elton Brand. Duke player. NBA Duke player of all time, Elton Brand.
Yeah, we messed that up too. I never liked his daddy, him and his fucking ridiculous rainbow shot. He was the third tier of free agents that we could have got. Okay. And while he was a double machine, he was lazy when it came to getting rebounds and playing defense, which was already known, and you still went and signed him. So you blame Garpax on that. All right. That's enough for the Bulls. Again, we are going to go live for the Bulls draft tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. Stay tuned here. We'll do that on the YouTube channel exclusively on True Chicago Sports Fans, and don't miss out on that, what we've been doing. So we're going to take a quick break, and on the flip side of the break, we are going to talk Chicago baseball, and we'll start off with the Chicago Cubs. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Drop me for a second because I think my son is causing trouble.
Yep, go ahead. All right. Anyways, while Ivan takes care of a little guy, we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Hey there, Chicago enthusiasts. Are you ready to take your fandom to the next level? The True Chicago Sports Fan Podcast has got you covered with some serious cool merch that screams Chicago pride. From cozy sweaters to trendy tank tops, we got it all. Show off your love for the city with our iconic red, white, and blue logo, or stand out with our exclusive collection for the love of sports. Whether you're lounging at home, breaking a sweat at the gym, or cheering on your team at a game, our gear is a must-have for all you diehard Chicago sports fans out there. Don't hesitate. Visit bonfire.com/store/606-media-store/, or simply just click the link in the description and snag your gear ASAP. Get ready to make some noise, show your pride, and embrace the Chicago spirit with True Chicago Sports Fan Podcast merch. Designed for you, the ultimate fan, for the love of sports. Hey guys, it's Steven.
And this is Sean, and you are listening to True Chicago Sports Fans.
Don't forget to listen to No War on the Weekend. New episodes on Monday. You can find us anywhere you listen to podcasts.
Yeah, so we're going to go do a couple of shots. So let's kick it back over to Big Z.
It's a True Chicago Sports Fan Podcast with Big Z. We got Stevie B from the No Water Weekend Podcast and Ivan from Tape Never Lies. Will be right back after he takes care of a family issue. His son's climbing up the walls or something, probably. Your mic's off. Let's talk. There it is. Let's talk about our Chicago Cubs. Can they keep this going? They went 3-2 this last week, beating Colorado twice and blasting Toronto 16-2 on Friday before dropping that Saturday game 8-6. Let's talk about that Saturday game 8-6. They had a 5-0 lead.
Yeah, bullpen blew that one real quick. 8-5. You know, it's the same thing as last year, and it's over and over and over. Whatever White Sox fan put this voodoo on this Cubs team.
No, don't be blaming us. No, you keep your own stuff up there. Leave us out of it, okay? Always when you guys are losing, you want to talk to us now.
Okay, so I'm going to do some voodoo, and I'm going to make sure the White Sox don't win anymore because they didn't. You know, but yeah, this Cubs team, the only positive I could say is PCA is having a great June. That's pretty much it. He's being fantastic. You know, JC's right, bench Swanson. I like him in the outfield. Great glove, but the bat, not happening. You know, this team it's built to win now. It's built to contend, but no one's hitting. It's hard to score. Pitching is blowing everything out the water. You know, if you have a 5-run lead and you're going to blow that 5 runs, come on. You can't be doing that in the Major League Baseball. I mean, at least with the team we have. So I don't know if it goes with coaching. I don't know what we're doing, what the decision-making is, you know? And you got lucky because we got rained out on Sunday for Father's Day. So
that was a gift for you guys.
Yeah, probably.
Because your pitching staff is just next.
No, it's not there. Too many injuries. No one's like going up there with any confidence. You're throwing your best stuff, and then what? Home run, base hit, double, triple, da. It's hard to watch. The only thing that's making me happy is this team right here. Like I've been hard to watch the Cubs right now.
Did you say they're built to win now?
They should be built to win, contend.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Hold on. You're taking out of context. I said they on paper they're built to win, but they're not winning.
You know what paper is? Very thin when it gets wet.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah. But I'm just saying, pitching wise, it's not there. Injury bug, the hitting's not there. Nothing's there, and it's just the same thing as last year. Pitching wasn't there.
You know what's not fucking there? You know what? I agree with you. You know what's not fucking there, Steven?
What?
I'll tell you that. You know what? I'll say this. I'm going to say these 3 scenarios, and I want you to name the player, right?
Okay.
All of them men on base. Let's say men in scoring position, whatever you want to have. Second and third. Bases loaded. Second. Okay. Here it is. Bases loaded or whatever. Batters up. Ground ball to shortstop.
Okay.
Second one. Second and third. Ground ball. No, slow chopper to the third baseman, right?
Mm-hmm.
Third scenario, right? Man on second. 2 outs. Shallow pop up to the second baseman. Who is that?
Bregman.
Alex fucking Bregman. Where the fuck is this dude? Why are you in the middle of the lineup still?
I don't know. And I'm saying that same thing. You put Swanson in the back, and he's still not hitting in the back. Then you put PCA as leading off, which I don't know. And then Kelly is not doing anything really. But it's like no. Sure, I said PC's having a great June. June alone. Just that's it.
Yeah, he has a 23 game on base streak. He's batting .412, slashing .468, .835 with a 1303 OPS with 10 homers, 7 doubles, 2 triples, 40 hits, 81 total bases, and 17 RBIs. He is raking. He is the number 1 player outside of Ohtani because Ohtani does both things, but he is the number 1 player in June right now.
Yeah.
He is
He
scary.
was NL Player of the Week this week. Okay, that's great. That's cool. But where's everyone else? That's my point. I mean, like, you could have him be a monster trying to get to the All-Star game. But what's the point? You know, it's like no one else is feeding off of him. I don't know what's going on when it comes to the team, what they're thinking about. And I got it right off the bat. What, you know, I was talking about Bregman. Bregman is there. He shaved his head. Him and PCA had a talk earlier in the season. I don't know. You know, you got people that could be in the field. I need people to hit and get people in scoring position and run the people in. Like, get them in. I just don't see this Cubs team doing it. And it's the same thing as last year, pitching. But it's not that only excuse, because hitting it's all over. There's no way you could be, again, we'll be above 500, hopefully, but by what, 2-3 games? Say you can trade Swanson. You can't demote him to AAA. He has no options. He also has a no trade clause, so no, that can't happen. Again, what did you put over here? Our batters are another two, whatever. Yeah, we're only good at score runs after the 8th inning to come back. That's all we've been doing is comeback wins in the 8th and 9th inning. I don't want that baseball. All 9 innings. I don't want to see it in the 8th and the 9th.
I feel like at the All-Star break, instead of trading for now, they're trading for next year.
Yes, I can see that. Yeah. But who's going to take them?
Take who? Bregman on his first year?
No. You're taking anybody else, like Seiya, Shota. You're gonna trade off. What's the one pitcher's name that tore his MCL? If you could get rid of him, fucking. You trade everybody you can, because this team ain't going nowhere, man.
No,
this team is not going anywhere.
No. And I don't even want to go to the wild card. Just don't go to playoffs at all. Just don't go.
Oh, you can't even trade. You can't trade Seiya either. Swanson.
I actually don't. Sorry, Jose. I actually don't mind that, Steven. Like, fuck it. Like, they need a punch in the mouth. Fucking Jed Hoyer needs a fucking punch in the mouth, maybe 2. All right, because this is Jed's team. Jed's identity. What's Carter fucking what's his name?
Carter Hawkins
doing. Carter, who gives a shit, because he's not worth it. All right, your fucking teams are constantly underachieving. These are your players. You brought them in. You went and got the prospects. These are your guys, and they fucking can't do it. And they can't do it last year. They couldn't do it the year before that. They couldn't do it the year before that. And they can't do it this year. So what's the fucking common denominator there?
I'll tell you, Carlos Morel is one of the only good things that he's actually done. Who? Because he was a fan. Morel was a fan favorite. And then he got
DFA'd yesterday.
I know. And that's what I'm saying. That's where when we traded him, it was a good thing. But that's the only good thing.
Right.
Trading him away.
Okay. Yeah, trading him away. That was the only good.
Fans were upset about that. I'm like, dude, he's not that good. He's not that good.
He was a fan favorite, yes. But I agree with Ivan. I don't know where this team is going with on this. And it's kind of the same thing as last year. And okay, Ivan, trade for next year, fine. But it's the same thing. And with Jed, I don't know. I don't believe in Jed anymore.
I haven't believed in Jed for 4 fucking years. 4 years I haven't. I tell you when I stopped believing in Jed. When he got rid of Kyle Schwarber. When he didn't want to fucking sign Kyle Schwarber. That's when I started to fucking really hate Jed Hoyer. Everything out of Jed's mouth is sunshine and fucking rainbows when it comes to this fucking team. But the shit doesn't work. It does not work, bro.
No, it doesn't work. And again, with Jed, I agree. But now if you're looking at Kyle, it's different to say that now because of the fact that he's having a successful career without the Cubs. I mean, everyone before him kind of didn't pan out anymore. And yeah, you're right. That's one of the misses. I agree with you on that because Kyle's a stone cold killer when it comes to the plate. The guy doesn't miss. Now, World Classic, different story. You know, he was here and there. You know, everyone.
I think that whole team was bad, but I think that whole team was bad.
Yeah. But my point, but there's moments of gleam in the baseball team. Like everyone had a little bit of a moment. But again, yes, Kyle, big mistake. I agree with you with that. But other than that, I don't know what to do. I don't even see baseball being next year. So that's why this season, I'm like, you know what? Let it be a wash. I don't know.
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't even want to get into that ball of wax. And JC has a great point that they have to trade. They would have to come up to those players and ask them to waive the no trade clause, which would be Swanson, Happ, Suzuki, Horner, and James Tyone. James Tyone has a 10-team no trade list, so he's not going to go to the Pirates or something like that. So
we got to stop being the fucking lovable losers again. We got to stop this. We became them again. It happened again. Under Jed Hoyer, these fucking guys have become the lovable losers again, right? Everybody, they won a game. Awesome. They just dropped 3 out of 4 when they should have taken it. They just blew a fucking 5-run lead in the 8th when they should have beaten the Rockies. They should have beaten the fucking White Sox. It's all should have, could have, would have with this fucking team.
Enough is enough. 2 years. Yeah.
4 years, 5 years if you want.
JC said, calm down, guys. Become a Savannah Banana fan.
No, definitely not. I mean,
I'm gonna go with the tailgaters or the firefighters.
Yeah. Oh, you're the firefighters. Yeah, you like the firefighters.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with this team anymore. I mean, I'm still gonna watch. I'm still gonna root for them, but it's kind of hard. You don't know what team you're getting every time they come out to the field because it's hard to watch them.
Well, the division's right there. The division's right there. It's just Milwaukee. You're right there. Here's the thing: your pitching's inconsistent. Your hitting's been inconsistent, except for like 2 players. What are you supposed to do with so many inconsistencies? And you're already at the All-Star break. We're at the halfway point already.
And we've talked about this on the show, where the All-Star break determines what the season is going to be. Like a week before or 2 weeks before, are they going to be buyers or sellers? And I think they're going to be sellers. I don't think they're going to do anything. They can't do anything.
Who are you going to sell to?
Exactly.
Jed never does anything. Jed never does anything.
He never does anything.
That's what Jed does. Jed doesn't do fucking shit. Jed, like I said, he'll sign a guy. Oh, a nice little piece. I actually like the Bregman signing. But Jed will fucking act like, oh, we're done. Like, that's it. We don't need nothing else. We need nothing else.
So who's worse, AK or Jed? Ooh.
I mean, that's pretty close because they weren't doing anything.
They weren't making any trades either.
I'd say AK.
I say AK because Jed has won a World Series, even though he was
under the umbrella.
Second fiddle, if you will.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to do with this team. I love them. We are the global losers again. We
Basura. That's what you do with them. Basura. That's what
Puerto Rican Fest was last week, buddy. So
you got Kate Horton's out for the season. Matthew Boyd, Jameson Tyone. I have extended absences. Justin Steele. We still have no idea when that guy's coming back. You have a lot of question marks on the pitching staff, and you don't have a lot in the minor leagues that you can trade for major league players.
Yeah, we got outfielders. That's what we have in the minor leagues. That's all we got.
Yeah, but they're not highly regarded. And who needs an outfielder right now? There's really no teams that have injuries to the outfield that would need it. You have Buxton from Minnesota that's going to be traded, and he's a stud because he stayed healthy. That's going to be a piece that they can move and get stuff back. The Cubs are not in that they're not in that league right now. They really need a miracle right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't. This segment should be switching over because there's nothing more to beat this dead horse with. I went to the game that they lost 18-4.
Of course you did, because you're a mush.
Oh, shut up. I had a winning record before that.
Oh my God. The Cubs have the Mets starting tomorrow in New York. They got 3 games there. Then 4 games. And then they have the Brew Crew for 3, and then come home for the Padres and the St. Louis Cardinals. So they have
for the July weekend. It will be St. Louis Cardinals. I'm interested to see when I go to the game on that Sunday. What happens?
The Cubs are behind the Cardinals right now.
I know.
Brewers, the Cardinals, the Cubs, the Pirates, and the Reds. And again, the Reds are only 3 games behind you guys. That division is up for takes. But the Brewers are up 7.5 on the Cubs, 5.5 on the Cardinals. If you can sweep the Brewers, Big if. Because
Yeah,
the Brewers are playing really good baseball.
Fuck Jose. Fuck Jose. What are you smoking right now? All right. What
Shut up,
dreams have
JC.
you had?
Shut up, JC.
fantasy-
I'll take you in the
what
ring right
fantasy
now,
world have you
JC.
had? What fantasy are you living right now?
Hey, if there's teams that beat them, I mean, the Braves just beat them after the White Sox beat the Braves. It could happen. You can get 2 out of 3. Again, that should be the goal. Trying to get 2 out of 3 from these series that are coming up. I mean, the Mets have turned it around. Obviously, the Cardinals have always been the Cardinals. The Padres are a good team. You really do have a tough schedule coming up. You have the Orioles after that, and then Cincinnati. You do have a tough part, and it wasn't supposed to look that tough because the Bulls, the Cubs were on those 10-game winning streaks, and they looked unbeatable. Yeah. So
No,
I don't know. Boys, it's going to be a tough road for the Cubs, and I don't know what they're going to do because what can you do? You're not trading for Terry Skubal. You're not. You don't have the assets for it. Freddie Peralta is another name out there. Sandy Alcantara, Sonny Gray, Robbie Ray, Clay Holmes.
None of those guys come into play unless you make a run before the break. None of them.
Absolutely. 100%. 100%. I agree with Ivan on that one.
Go aggressive now before the trade deadline?
No, they're not going to.
What?
No, I even said these players this team needs a punch in the mouth or two. I would start now before the bidding war gets higher.
I would do it because you need to set the tone. There's nobody setting the tone in that clubhouse. Not the fucking manager, not the GM. Sure as hell ain't none of the fucking players. You got all these leaders. Nobody's fucking leading.
PCA is the only one leading because he's hitting.
That's it. And right now for June, to say the least.
Again, but that's one guy. That's one guy.
Yeah, and you can't. And baseball is not a one-man sport. You need a whole team to do it. So that's
26, and then all 13 coaches. Man, you need all that.
So I don't know. Let's kick me when I'm down. Keep it going. Let's change it.
I'm not kicking that. Yeah, I'm not kicking anything. I thought I've been cheering for PCA that he come out of his slump and he's been slugging like a motherfucker. Like he's been great to watch, being the leadoff hitter and hitting home runs. He's been great. Now I can watch Cubs games on the Hulu. But let's take a 60-second break.
Yeah, next. Let's
take a 60-second break.
Next. No, I thought we were gonna have a good time. No.
Yeah, let's take a 60-second break, and on the flip side, we're gonna talk some White Sox baseball before we get out of here. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hey there, Chicago enthusiasts. Are you ready to take your fandom to the next level? The True Chicago Sports Fan Podcast has got you covered with some serious cool merch that screams Chicago pride. From cozy sweaters to trendy tank tops, we got it all. Show off your love for the city with our iconic red, white, and blue logo, or stand out with our exclusive collection for the love of sports. Whether you're lounging at home, breaking a sweat at the gym, or cheering on your team at a game, our gear is a must-have for all you diehard Chicago sports fans out there. Don't hesitate. Visit bonfire.com/store/606-media-store/, or simply just click the link in the description and snag your gear ASAP. Get ready to make some noise, show your pride, and embrace the Chicago spirit with True Chicago Sports Fan Podcast merch. Designed for you, the ultimate fan, for the love of sports. Hey guys, it's Steven.
And this is Sean, and you are listening to True Chicago Sports Fans.
Don't forget to listen to No War on the Weekend. New episodes on Monday. You can find us anywhere you listen to podcasts.
Yeah, so we're going to go do a couple of shots. So let's kick it back over to Big Z.
Water on the weekend.
Back to the True Chicago Sports Fan Podcast with Big Z. We got Stevie B from No Water Weekend and Ivan Vargas from The Tape Never Lies. He's taking a little break real quick. But it's time to talk about my favorite team, the Chicago White Sox, and what they've been doing in the past week. They struggled. Okay. Hey, Waldo, calm down. Calm down. We just did 30 minutes on
the show.
Yeah. The White Sox had a rough week. They went 1-5 against the Yankees and Tigers. Their only win coming Thursday versus New York. They're still 39-37, second in the AL behind Cleveland, who they're playing right now, and it's tied 3-3, which makes this Guardians series huge because they're playing for first place, unlike some other team on the north side. The main question is, why can they only win at home? That's the problem. The Sox are dangerous and dominant at home, but on the road, they just have a horrible record at home when it comes to that. It's just I'm glad they're home for home cooking, but if you do the breakdown, it's pretty bad.
Orale, we need the people outside. It gets the people going. No. No, I mean, Tay, I get it. You know, home advantage does help. You
And
know,
the rough 4-3. See, that's what I'm saying. We just needed some home cooking, man. That's what it is. This team just needs home cooking.
it's something, I guess. I don't know. Maybe they need to sleep in their own beds, apparently, because you know.
You know what? It's just you have a lot of young players on this team, right? And you don't have a lot of veterans. And I feel like these young guys who've come up to AA and AAA, and you know those teams are like semi-packed. And now that the White Sox have been winning, they've getting this boost from playing at home and there's a packed house of 40,000, and they just feel that. And maybe there's a letdown when they go and they're not getting those cheers. Let me bring Ivan back up here.
Yeah, it's kind of like how in Moneyball, or no, the pitch, hit a curveball. Name of it, movie.
Trouble with the curve.
Trouble with the curve. Trouble with the curve. When
Great
the
movie.
great movie. When the player was homesick, I think when the White Sox players are homesick and they're not home, they just struggle because they miss home. They miss seeing their families, mama and papa.
Yeah, but we also played the Yankees, and the Yankees were super hot at that point. They were like on a what was it, like I think 11 of 9, 9 of 11 games they've won, and they were a hot team even without Stanton and Judge and whoever else they were missing. But the White Sox are young, and I know we've been saying it that they're not playing with house money. The rebuild is over. These guys need to show up and show out now. But the pitching, which is not all these young guys, the prospects are not all up yet for the pitching side, and you got Eric Fetty up there and Anthony Kay, guys that are reclamation projects just trying to eat innings, and they can't even do that. They can't survive 3 innings. They're getting rocked around. They give up 12, 10, 4, 4, and 5 runs, 5 out of 6 games. They're getting rocked. So you got to look at the pitching staff and say there's a problem here. You've got Grant, who's been put in all these different situations. He gave up a home run, and then you have Anthony Dominguez that blows it, and they lose in extra innings. Like, Anthony Dominguez is not the dude that we thought he was.
We're not even calling him Stir anymore. He's not even.
No, he lost. He lost that.
He's just Tony Dominguez. Tony Dominguez is what he is.
Yeah, Tony Dominguez. Yeah, he's about to lose that all that stuff. Again, you just signed him, and he's been trash for you. And you have this young kid who's been using all different situations as opener, as a starter, as a mid reliever, as a closer, and he had not pitched in a week. And then you bring him in a situation, high leverage, gives up a home run. We're still winning the game, and then you put Dominguez in there, and you just blow that extra inning game. I felt like the Tiger series really showed that there are some kinks in this armor when it comes to the White Sox, and it's the pitching staff. And I know the hits have dried up. But these young guys do battle back a lot. Your Antonacci, the gargoyle, as I haven't pegged him as with a name, that's got to come. Costa Montgomery cooled off a little bit after hitting some homers. Murakami, you need Mooney back. He's about 4 weeks away. I know he's been doing light jogging and he's okay to go. I don't need him in June. I don't need him in July. I need him in August and September for that playoff push. Again, let that man rest. Let him rest.
Let him rest.
Let him watch. Let him watch. Let him watch. Ma, where's the chicken? We got chicken, Ma? We got chicken?
Let him watch.
Let him watch. Let him watch. John Berthal. Great scene.
Yeah, let him watch.
Let him watch. Let him watch.
Yeah. And I don't know. I know. And again, we gave a lot of praise to Will Venable and what he's doing with this team. But I feel like moving Costa Montgomery from short to third, off day, moving those guys around, I really feel like it's taking effect on on Colson. When he plays short, he's there every day. I feel like his bat's a lot better.
You
Vargas at
move- you
third
move-
makes sense. Go ahead.
Come on, you moved one. He's moved over one. It's gonna be his spot eventually, Jose. We already talked about this. It's gonna
We
be
did.
his spot.
He's going to
Eventually,
end up at third,
right?
yeah.
It's gonna end up at third. It's not like you're doing it every other day or like you're 3 days, 3 games at short, a game at third. It's not like that. He's played majority of the season at
I
shortstop.
just feel like
So
Acuna's not the guy. Acuna's
you
not
got
the
to get
guy.
everybody in there. You got to get everybody involved. At a certain point, you got to get guys at bats. You got to get them in the field to get it, to keep the fucking flow going. But like him moving to third, Vargas is not a third baseman. We talked about this. Vargas is probably your first baseman, and Mooney goes to DH. That's how it plays out if you want to keep Vargas around. Like, because if you go ahead and you draft who we think you're going to draft in Cholowski, you're looking at him being your shortstop of the future, right? So whenever he does come up, that's going to happen anyway. So it's like, why fucking not right now? You're kind of in a slump. You're down a big bat. You're kind of fluttering. Try something out. Just see what guys are doing. I don't have a problem with it, especially when you're in kind of a little rut here.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. It's not that big of a difference playing short and third because you're on the same side of the field. You not have to move as much. Your range can actually help you at third base because you've been playing short. But I just feel like that kid needed consistency, and that's what he's not getting. I feel like Vargas is going to be the first baseman of the future. He's definitely going to move over there because I feel like Colson will be the third baseman. Yes, I feel like those two guys are going to end up filling out and being power hitters for the White Sox, and they're going to have to move to those not so rangy places. And
Why do you
both
think
of them.
Why do you think he's not getting consistency?
Because every time he plays third, he doesn't have a good game. He does not have a good offensive game.
The thing is he's probably thinking about his position. Probably that's how I see it. You're at third, dog. Like, you're gonna be a third baseman. It's inevitable. You're fucking 6'4".
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A-Rod had to go to fucking third eventually. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think when he goes to third, you just need to you need to see more of it, right? You see more of it, maybe those fucking numbers, maybe he gets out of his head, whatever it is that he doesn't have a successful game at the plate. You need to see more of it because you don't have enough of it.
I mean, this would be the
You
year
have
to do
a
it.
very tiny sample size, right?
This would be the year to do it. I mean, again, we're not looking again. The objective of this year was growth. It wasn't, hey, we're going to be in the playoffs. And right now we have the second playoff spot. And yeah, I know. And we're one game away from the division. Yeah, it's okay, Steve. We'll drink your tears later. But again, we just got Kyle Teal back. Speaking of tears, and again, he is not the magic fix. Not the magic fix. I don't expect him to like hit the ground running. He's a catcher. He had the hamstring issue from the WBC. He's been out 3 months from a hamstring issue. This is why you don't want Murakami coming up so quickly, right? Kyle Teal raises the floor for the White Sox, but Murakami raises the ceiling. That's the biggest difference. That when Murakami comes back and he's hitting bombs again, and then Colson's hitting bombs, and Vargas is hitting bombs, and now you have Kyle Teal, you have a good gauntlet of guys that can hit.
Let's pump the brakes on hitting the bombs, because I don't
What are
know
you
that
talking about?
hamstring.
Oh, you're talking about
man.
No, what are you talking about? Murakami?
It might take some time for him to get back into it. Yeah, it might take some time for him to get back into the groove. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but he's still going to hit 30 bombs.
A week or two, maybe.
Yeah, but he's still.
Oh no, yeah,
hit
he's gonna get bombs, but I think it'll take a little time for once he gets free
for his swing. Yeah, definitely. For it to get warmed up. Yeah. His hamstring strain was on May 29th. It's been 2-3 weeks now. He's going to be gone for another 2 to 4 weeks. Again, like I said, we need him towards the end of July, early August. That's what I need without any setbacks. I don't want any setbacks. I don't want a Cubs situation. Not to throw dirt on you guys, but like I don't want a
Justin Steele situation. Is that where you're going with?
That's exactly what I don't want. I don't want him tripping over his bags and cutting his hands.
Or Matthew Boyd playing with his kids. Who plays with their kids? Ivan?
No. He said he didn't say he was playing with his kid. He said he went to bend down to grab something or tie his shoe or some shit, and it went. Like it just went.
Yep.
No, the one we're talking about was that Burrow motherfucker from LA when we got him the year after the World Series. He goes ahead and fucking would he pull? Did he tear his rotator cuff or something? What the fuck did he do? Where he was like putting on something out, like he said he was putting on his pants. I was like, what? I was like, you're putting on your pants and you fucking blew out your knee or your back. What? Let me fucking find this.
How tight are those pants,
Let me
bro?
find this because it was ridiculous.
How tight are those pants? That's what I want.
Billy doesn't know that.
Billy doesn't know.
Billy doesn't know. Take it back to Hollister days here on brought to you by 606 Media, where tight pants are in.
The White Sox need some pitching. Noah Schultz returning should help a little bit. If Hagen Smith is called up at some point during this year, that'll help a lot as well. Another flamethrower. But the bullpen has been trash, especially Dominguez. I'm not even saying Tony anymore. He's just Dominguez. Could they get a veteran bat? Yes. I think they can, trade some lower level guys to get a veteran bat that'll help them out. Again, they need seasoning still, right? You put them in the fridge, let it season, let that meat season for another 6 hours before you grill it. You can't just get it from the store, season it, and just grill it. The flavor's not going to be there, man. That team still needs to marinate. It still needs pitching help. It still needs consistency. It needs more of a veteran leadership.
You're right. Don, Ken Griffey Jr., Manny Ramirez, those kind of players you need to get back into the Cubs offense or White Sox offense.
Those days are gone, man. We're not doing the circus attraction, which is what that was, a circus attraction to get people into the gates. All right, that's what that was. But they need a bullpen arm. They need another starter. They need a right-handed bat that can hit both lefties and righties. Yeah, we'll see what Getz is going to do. He's not going to mortgage the farm. And I know they were talking about, I think, was it Adele from
singer?
No. I mean, she's a great singer. Is it Joe Adele? No. Hello? It was the pitcher from the Angels, and the Angels shot that down. There was rumors that the White Sox wanted him.
Morrow, not Burrow. Morrow is that motherfucker's name.
Tomorrow,
yeah.
Fucking yeah.
All right, but this shit has been wild. Oh my god. Hey, the White Sox are home. Home cooking's gonna do it. The bottom of the 8th, they're up 4-3. Gonna watch the rest of the game before I start cutting up clips. But tomorrow, definitely tune in. We're gonna go live and cover the draft. Be tuned in for that. We're gonna do it exclusively on the YouTube channel. So stick with us, and I'll cut a clip and a little live event before that. Let you guys know where we're gonna be at if you want to slide through. But I think that'll be it for today. We covered Cubs, we covered the White Sox, we covered the Bulls. Anything else you want to cover before we get out of here?
Yeah, we could do that. We could get out of here. It's been fun. I'm on 2 back-to-back podcast shows, so.
For you're on a back-to-back. For you.
I'm back-to-backs. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, tomorrow again, we're going to be live, all exclusively at YouTube for the Bulls draft. On Wednesday, the tape never lies. You have Keeping It 100 with Ivan, with Sean, and Dr. Phil, DDP. Check them out on the Tape Never Lies Network.
It's Draft Dr. Phil.
Oh.
You just call him Dr. Phil?
Dr. Phil. I mean, the way he cuts up, I've seen the way he breaks down those films. He's a doctor at that. He's really good at that.
With the draft doctor, not.
Oh, that's something I'm a different.
Like this. Ivan.
With that fucking Muppet.
Survey says. Oh.
Wrong one.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. That's
all right. Well, now that he ruined it, let's close out.
All right, everybody. It's time to go home. All right. That is it for today. It's for tonight. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for everyone sticking through us through over 300 episodes. To our sponsors, 66 Media, True Chicago Sports Fans. Again, you can check us out on our socials. They're down there somewhere.
Blue ribbon. This guy's dirty.
What are you talking about? What
I'm
are you talking
about Ivan. Hey, what's he got? Pabst Blue Ribbon
Oh yeah, baby.
on a school night.
It's summer break.
Always.
Oh, for
Yeah.
you.
All right.
son.
To the
All
mush,
right.
Stevie B. Let's close.
The Moose TVB.
To the mush.
All right, check us out on social media. Reach out to us at truechicagosportsfans@gmail.com. All right, for Ivan, Stevie B, I am Big Z. We'll see you next time. And until then, be good to each other for the love of sport.